students can actually click and drag them for online word work. So how I did this, this exact format is I started with a blank page in Google Sheets. Or Slides, sorry, Google Slides. And so what I did was I just started with a blank document, and I started by putting in text boxes, and I just tried to make text boxes that I thought would be a good size. So I created a text box, and then I went up here and I did the border weight, and I did it like a 4, and I wanted it in black border, and I left the color transparent. And once I thought I had a nice size that I wanted, then I clicked off of it, clicked it again until I got these blue boxes here. I hit, I'm working on a Mac, so I have Command C for copy and Command V for paste. So once you've got the size that you want, then I went ahead and just pasted 26 of the same, okay? And then I went ahead and I put them all in a nice neat row, spaced apart, how I wanted them, just like this, okay? And I made sure I did enough of the letters for every letter of the alphabet. Okay, so we're gonna pretend like I've done them all. Here they all are, nice neat rows. And then I went back through, I clicked on it, double clicked to get a cursor in there, and then I went ahead and adjusted my size to 25. And then what I did was I don't like the Arial, I like the Comic Sans, it's just something that I like. And then I went ahead and added the letters. Now, because I want my vowels to be red, I went ahead and made the vowels red. Something that made it a whole lot easier was for me to hit Shift and to pull these, click on each and every one of these so that they were all selected. Then I went here and I did 25, so they were all the same size font. And I went ahead and hit Comic Sans, and then I'm going to leave it as black because most of the letters will be black, and I can just individually change just the vowels. So then I went ahead and clicked on and typed in B, C, D, and then E, which I wanted red, so I'm going to select red, and then hit E, and then there's F, G, oops, H, oh, I is a vowel, so I'm going to go ahead and change that, I, J. Okay, so we'll just pretend like we've done all the letters. And then I like my letters all in the center. And so on my MacBook, I just hit Command Shift E, and it will center it for me. So I can actually hit Shift, boom, boom, boom. Just click on all these guys so that they're all selected, and hit Command Shift E, and they will all center for me. Okay, that's just a little shortcut. So then once I have them all on here like this, I don't really want the white background, so I want to change the background color. So I went ahead and I don't want just, you can do a plain color if you want just a solid color or whatever, but I decided I wanted to choose like a blackboard. So I'm just going to say blackboard background. We'll see what comes up. And then I thought, ooh, I don't really want black. Maybe I want it more green. So then I just selected something that looked more like a green board. And I hit that on there, and there you go. This one's a little bit different, the one that I actually chose, but you can kind of see what they kind of look like, just like that. You don't like it, you just hit background again, choose image, and you can look for another one. This is the one I actually chose, just because it's a little bit lighter, easier to see the letters on. And so I went ahead and arranged all my letters like this. Then I went ahead and did another text box because I want my students to be able to, I'm going to select I want to be able to see the box. So I selected the line again. Then I wanted to go ahead, I like that size, so I hit Command C again to copy it, paste, paste. I wanted 3. I wanted one that the students could type in. I wanted one that they could move the letters into. And then I wanted one that I would put the word in. Okay, and so that's how I did that. I went ahead and added just a small text box to the top of it just so that I could put in the word word. Okay. Obviously, I have to move that up a little bit. There's the word. There's the word, and I put up there like that. Okay. You can change the font. I usually, like I said, I really like to use Comic Sans, so I'm going to do that. And then once I get the way I like it, I'm going to hit Copy or Command C. And I'm going to paste. Whoops. Sometimes it does that. Command C, Command V. And then I can take the one that it pasted and I can put it here. Then I get the same exact wording, same size, everything. And then I can change the words to say tiles. And then the last one, Command V, bring it down, oops, bring it down here to the bottom one, and I can say, you have to click off of it, you have to click it again, like double click it until you get the cursor, otherwise you're going to delete your box, you don't want to do that. And then I can say type, because I want them to practice the way that they would practice with me at my small group table. So I would give them the word, they would tell me the word, they would go ahead and manipulate their tiles, they would go ahead and write it. So those are the things that they would do in front of me. So I'm just creating that again digitally so that I can eventually, I'll show you eventually what I'm going to do with it, and I'll have another video to show you the daily reading centers virtually. Okay, so this is eventually, it will go here. Okay. All right, so that's just how I created those tiles. Now, you want more than one of each tile. So what you can do to create more than one is I can actually take a picture of this whole original screen. I can take a screenshot of this, and on my MacBook I hit Command Shift and 4. That will give me my cursor here for my screenshot. I can select what I want to copy. It will go ahead and make me a copy of that on my desktop. And then I can go ahead and insert image, upload from my computer. And then here's my screenshot, and I'm going to go ahead and open it. That was the screenshot of this one right here from earlier. Let me go back and find the one that I just did. Insert image, upload from computer. Actually, no, that's not how I want to do it. Background, choose image. Because what I want is I don't want kids to be able to mess with my picture. And if you do it as a background, kids can't mess with the picture. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the screenshot that I just took. Create it as a background. There you go. Okay. So now when we're moving tiles, sometimes words might have double letters, right? So I'm not going to put double of every letter on here, but what I'm going to do is I figured out that if you hit Shift and you, where is it? If you hit Shift and you actually go onto the working document. So this is my screenshot. This isn't the working document. Nothing can move, right? I go back to my working document and I hit Shift and I select each one of these. I'm going to select every single box, and then I'm going to hit Command C. Then I'm going to come back over to my screenshot and I'm going to hit Command V, and it's going to layer it right on top. Okay, and then if I want 3 of the same letter, I'm going to hit Command V, and it's going to layer another one, and I can move that so that it's directly on top of the other letters. Now I have 3 of every letter, so when a kid needs to spell something, they can click and drag that tile and still have more tiles to drag, because I have actually 2 of every letter. And then this is just the background, so I can't move that one. So that is pretty nifty, and I thought that is exactly what I need for my students, so that way when they are manipulating words, I don't have to worry about, oh, I need to add an extra T this week, or I need to add an extra, H this week, because we have 2 H's in the word, okay? So that's just how I decided to do that, okay? So I will then, this is what mine will look like. I will then type in the word, and you will see this is what my actual one that the kids will work in looks like. So I typed in the word only. They will manipulate the tiles. They will click here and they will type it in, and then they will move to the next one. And then there's the word when. These are going to be the words that we're going to work on this week, okay? So I can always, if I'm afraid that like kids aren't going to be able to say this word, they don't know this word, we haven't discussed it a whole lot, I can actually add into a sound piece to it so that they can click on it and it will tell them the word. So I can link a sound in here that says only. So it can be me just saying only, and then that way they will know what the word is, okay, and they can repeat that word. All right, so once I have all of this set just like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to share it. So when I share it, I'm going to want to get the link so that everybody can edit, okay? I'm going to hit copy link, okay? And then I am going to paste it in another window. And the one thing, if you guys have never done open another window. And what you can do is you can, you're going to paste in that link, and at the very end of the link, you're going to hit the slash, and then you are going to hit in copy. And by doing that, at the end of your link, when you go to share it with students in your daily reading center, it will force them to make their own original copy so that you're not having to sit there and manipulate the letters in between every student. Okay, so this way multiple students can work on it. That's one way. There's another way that you can share it. You can actually label each one of these, like this could be Johnny's WordWork tiles, and then I could make a copy of this and do another one for Elizabeth and another one for Timothy. So, and I could do that, and I could then, when I share that, I would have to share it with them individually, okay? So I could do it that way as well. Either way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, if you want me to do more tutorials like this, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to see more videos. Thanks.